Hello and welcome to my SKTpodcast.com. If you're here for the first time, please click on the subscribe button beside it and the bell notification sign so that as soon as I upload a new content, you'll be the first to see it. Click to hear the sound. Exactly. So that as soon as I upload a new content, you'll be the first to see. This is the official YouTube channel page of my SKTpodcast.com where we share informed information. I don't want to waste much of your time. Go in there and enjoy the show for yourself. But don't forget to subscribe and like. I'll leave all the downloadable links in the description below. Thank you. Hi. Today's edition of The Outlaw, episode 5, we are talking about how to be better at what you do. And guess who we have? We have Esther ACN to dissect and help us to understand how we can be better at what we do. So the whole idea is for us to take a cue from what she has so that we can add it to ours, so we share informed information. Her information is well informed, is tried and tested, and is good and is helping her. I hope her tricks and tips can also help you to be better at what you do. Well, it's a conversation, not an interview. Thank you very much and enjoy the show.
Okay. So please, those who are watching, let me hype myself. My channel is Esther ACN, Real Home Cooking. Please watch on YouTube. Thank you. Back to the question. Yeah. So when I came here and I decided to open this YouTube channel, and gradually I got better at what I was doing. Yeah, because I acquired a lot of knowledge.
Basic knowledge.
Basic knowledge. And not only that, I passed through experience, 3 years of experience.
Okay. To
get here. Of experience to get here. So that's it.
Oh really? No. You didn't really say the real thing that viewers or listeners would like to capture. I'm talking about how do you better yourself? Exactly. How do you better yourself? So yes, you've got experience, you've got some basic knowledge. Yes. You came to China and then you started. I mean, how did you better yourself to be where you are? Because right now, if I go to your channel, I see you to be far different from what if you were 3 years ago you have done. So you realize that you've grown within these 3 years. Yeah, so how did you just better yourself between those phases? Okay. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Everything in life is a process. Yes. You need experience. The first time I started, the video was very bad.
Alright.
Please, those who know me, if you go and watch my first video, you realize it was a disaster.
Yeah, so it means it's okay to make mistakes.
Yes, especially. It's very normal at the beginning stages.
Okay. And
as you are growing, you also have to learn to take advice from people. Not any kind of advice, but advices that motivate and encourage you and correct you.
Okay.
And you shouldn't dismiss advices that may hurt you because they may be actually true.
Alright.
So people will criticize, do it this way, why don't you adjust it this way, why don't you try this way? So I tried all that. And you realize that not everything someone says actually works.
Alright.
So after trying all that, you take the ones that work, then you use them, and the ones that don't work, you let them go. So that's how it is to better yourself. Not everything that you have to consume. You consume the good ones, and you puff out the bad ones.
The bad ones. I like the way that you said that. Puff out the bad ones. All right. So this is so interesting for me to ask you. Especially we are in China, we see a lot of imitations. In fact, China, if not the leading, let's say the second leading biggest economy in the world. So, and they've thrived on the concepts. They want me to use the word imitation. They don't like the word copying. They like to hear the word imitation. So what do you think of the word imitation or copying to become better? Because I'm sure that if you look at those who have come before you and those who are after you, you realize that you watch a video of someone's home cooking and you realize, no, I think mine is better than this. And you watch someone's home cooking and you realize that, no, this guy is way ahead of me. Or this lady is way ahead of me. So those ahead of you and those behind you. And I'm sure that you take a cue from probably those who are ahead of you. Those who have come before you. So how do you think that's a good step in learning how to better yourself?
Okay, it's a yes and no answer. The word copying, or as you said, imitation, can have a positive or a negative meaning behind it.
Okay.
you can imitate something in the right direction and give credit to where credit is due.
Okay.
But you don't imitate something and claim ownership of it. That's my personal. So if you are trying to copy Adidas, their way of making their shoes, you seek the right channel. You contact Adidas. Oh, I want to make an imitation of your shoes, but I'll give credit to you by paying maybe something. So
like a franchise or something.
Yeah, like a franchise per se, but not really. But you're just trying to give credit to where credit is due. There's no harm in imitating something just because you're learning, you want to get better at what you do. But it's better to always imitate in the right way. Give credit to where credit is due.
Yes, but I would also say that, okay, if that is your perception of imitation and copying, to me, I think imitation is imitating what the person is doing, but adding your own unique touch.
That's also another perspective.
Yes. So, example, you just talked about Adidas. You might say Adidas, but I might call my Adida. You know, I'll omit the S. I'll just call my Adida. There's no way you can come and see me. And I can still be selling with just that name Adida. And my shoe model just looks like your shoe model. My logo or my design of my logo will quite look like yours because yours is just only 3 stripes. I'm going to have like 4 or 5 stripes. You understand? And probably the same model. And just to say, that is what, I mean, China have been doing over the years. They disassemble a machine or something. They look at the components and they add just a little feature of that and they just change the name and it becomes something unique and it is theirs. So what do you think of that? Do you think it's a shortcut of bettering yourself or becoming someone better? Do you think it's a shortcut? I feel it's a shortcut.
Somehow. There is a saying that there's no shortcut to success.
Sure.
Better use the right way.
Yeah. If
you think you're going to, if it's Adidas and you're going to remove the S and make it Adidas, please, you're not going to go far. First and foremost, your reputation is at hand. Your brand name is at hand. Your company prestige is at hand.
If you say it's at hand, explain further.
For them, you know, if you want to go into a long-standing company or a long-standing brand, create your own unique brand. If you are going to imitate something without passing to the right channel, it's not going to stand. It's for a short period. You're going to make sales all right. You're going to hit and all that. But the moment you start falling, you're going to fall really low.
Hard.
Yes.
You're going to fall hard.
Very hard. So I always advise there's no shortcut to heaven.
But do you think it's a good way of trying to better yourself?
Everything.
The concept of copying or imitation.
Everything depends on the mindset, the way you think, and how you go about it.
Okay, how you go about what you want to copy.
Yes, it's very necessary.
It's very necessary. Okay, that's fine. Because I feel like I don't think there's something wrong with copying. You know, it depends on how you copy it, and also the manner in which you do the copying. Because some copying looks it looks closer to the original. I nearly bought a shirt which I thought was original because they had this Reebok sign and they have this Puma shirt and all that, and I nearly bought it. The A was like an invented U, like it was like this Puma, you know, P-U-M-A, but the A was just invented. There was no dash. I mean, the thing separating the upper part and the lower. There was nothing like that, and I feel like if I had bought this is so not the original. But the price was far-fetched. It looks so like affordable than the original. What do you think? You know, I think copying is good. I don't know about you.
Personally, probably you may never know. Maybe they have rights from Puma to produce it, but just to omit that hyphen to create the difference. Copying can be, or as you tell me, imitation, it can be disrespectful and it can be honoring. So if you want to imitate somebody, honor the person. That's what I say. So even if you copy the person won't say anything because you've given credit to the person. Yes, but if you copy disrespectfully, you don't give credit to where credit is due. You just copy and claim ownership. The person will come out and call your name and be like, you're copying me, you're not giving credit to me. So I just
You feel it should be in the right way.
Yes, please, if you have other opinions.
Yeah, in the comments
Yes.
below. Yes. And now let's relate that to our personal lives. If you want to be better at what you do personally, maybe you want to write a blog, maybe you want to play this instrument, but you just know the basics, you want to better it. Is it good to copy someone? Or maybe you want to be like somebody, from our part of the world, celebrities are seen as superiors. Like you see them on social medias, on television, they have the best food, the best accommodation, they drive the best cars, and you also want to copy them. Okay, so is it a good way of having that perception of copying people? Is it good?
Yes and no.
Okay, I like that. Yes and no.
Let me start from somewhere and get to somewhere.
Okay.
There is a saying that you cannot be like someone. You can only try to be like someone.
Okay.
So the best version of being someone is yourself.
Yes,
just try to improve upon yourself. And I feel like you wanting to be like someone is normal. But it's better to learn from the person you want to be like.
Yes.
Than copying from the person. Every individual has their negative and positive traits.
Of course.
So learn what you need. Don't learn what you don't need. Learn what you need, add it to your strengths, and be a better person.
Okay.
Or be better at what you do. So
Okay.
it's normal to want to be like someone, but don't copy everything about the person.
Can you give me an example? Because the only example that is ringing in my head is a music audition show where someone was singing a Shaggy song. Shaggy has this kind of muscular voice, and this guy came and was trying to sing like that person, and they had to record this person for like almost 40 to 60 seconds, just 1 minute, so that they could just laugh at the end. Yes, the guy tried to copy, but he wasn't good. We have someone else there was another audition of a young child who came to imitate Beyonce's song, but did it in her own style. It is Beyonce's song, but she sang it in her own style, in her own voice, in the high notes and the low notes were all according to how she would sing and feel comfortable. And she was given an applause. Comparing that to the previous person who wanted to imitate someone 100%. Yes. Yeah. What do you think about that?
Yeah. That's just another point. A big point. An example can basically be Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. Both of them are rappers.
Yeah.
But they all have their unique personalities or styles of rapping, even though they are in the same category of singing, rapping, female.
Yeah.
But everybody has their own. But you realize that maybe there's a common trait to them. So that's basically it. You are not. Both of them can learn from each other. Both of them can ask each other, oh, help me do this, help me do that. But not necessarily copying the whole package.
Yeah.
No, they may make songs together or they may rap together. But if you still look at them, you can still identify everybody's brand.
Okay.
So basically, copying with style, copy with swag.
Ah, like that. Copy with swag,
Yes.
copy with style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't copy blindly.
Don't just copy out of the booth and say that this is my style. Meanwhile, everyone knows it's that person's style or something. Okay, so finally we are coming to an end, and I just want you to give me your opinion of do you have some steps or basic, maybe step 1 you should do this, step 2 you should do this, because if you don't do it, then even to talk about this, I think all that we are talking about, if you don't pick a cue out of it and you don't do it, it's nothing. For you to better yourself, I think you should go out there. You should beat the odds. I mean, it's okay to make mistakes, right? Exactly, it's okay to make mistakes, but you should still move on. I mean, those things should serve as motivational stoves for you to just move ahead, right? Exactly. So for us to just end everything, I would like you to give me, do you have any kind of basic steps that people can follow to better themselves? What do you think?
Okay. Personally, these are my own written steps.
No problem.
It's not compulsory for you to follow them.
Yeah.
But it's just an advice.
Yeah.
Okay. I have 7 good steps.
Wow, 7.
Yes.
We are blessed.
Yeah, 7 good steps. Anybody who is watching, please, or listening,
Yeah.
follow my steps, it will work for you. And please, if it works for you, comment in the link. I know it's going to work.
Okay, let's go now.
First and foremost, have a vision.
Vision, yeah.
Yes. And write down your vision.
Okay.
This is what I want to achieve by 2020. This is what I want to do by 2021. This is what I want to do. Tell yourself, know what you are about.
Okay.
Secondly, dream about it.
Okay.
When I say dream,
it's not the go to bed and
no, it's not the go to bed and dream. See it in progress. Whenever you are working, see it. Tell yourself it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it. And don't just dream it. Put it into action.
Yeah.
And
or else all this will not be possible.
Yeah, it's not going to be possible.
Yeah.
Yes. And the third thing is you ask yourself, how do I put it into action? So you then find your resources together. And you ask yourself, what are my resources? So it comes to the fourth one. Gather your resources well.
Okay.
Resources is not, as I said, it's not only, sorry.
No problem.
It's not only in financial terms.
Yeah.
It can be advice from people. It can be support in so many ways.
Okay.
Gather your resources. Then the fifth point, put your resources together and put them in action. Take the step actually.
Yeah.
Take the step and see it manifest.
Okay.
And live that dream of it coming to life. And the sixth point is after you've started that process, don't think, oh, I've started, it's going well, so you relax. No. Put in more effort. Do your best you can. Just do your best.
Put in more effort.
Yes. And the sixth point is when you have actually gotten to the peak, don't forget where you started from. And don't ignore the people who you started with.
Wait.
Always remember your beginnings.
Okay.
Yes, and you will never fall.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's my hope.
Okay. So can you help me state them together? So you said the first one is have a vision. And what did you say the second one was?
Dream it and put it into action.
Yes, dream and put it into action.
Yeah.
Thirdly, have a vision, dream it and put it into action.
Gather your resources.
Gather your resources.
Yes.
Okay.
Fourthly, put your resources and your vision into action.
Action. Okay. Now, on the fourth point, you put the second and the third into action.
Yes.
That is the fourth point. Okay.
And the fifth point, leave the vision you have achieved.
Okay. Leave it.
Yes.
It should be in reality.
Yes. Leave the vision.
Okay. And the sixth one.
And the sixth point, get better at what you do. Put in your all. Be committed. Have the utmost passion for it. Okay,
so that at that point, that means whatever that you do, that motivates you. This is where it comes in play.
Yes.
If you listening to music that motivates you, do it. If you going to church and listening to a sermon that motivates you, do it. Whatever that makes you motivated, you should do it.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last point is
don't forget your beginnings. Yeah.
Okay. So that means those who helped you to get to where you are at the current level.
Yeah. Don't forget them. Give them credit for what they've done.
For what they've done. Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. I think I've learned a lot. You know, this podcast goes long to sharing information, because back at where I come from, information is not really shared. You only get to hear of information on TV, on news, and probably newspapers. It's basic information like this are not really shared, and even if it's shared, you need to pay for it. You need to pay to get a speaker to come and talk to a whole crowd of people to feel motivated. Yeah. To me, I feel it's wrong. We can basically motivate ourselves, you know, so that we can push the agenda of becoming what you want to be. Exactly. So what are your last words for viewers and listeners?
Oh, my last words.
Exactly. Every guest has to give a last word.
My last words are, everything is possible. Nothing is impossible to man.
All right.
Yes. And even where it seems impossible, believe in yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. And focus on your dream. Have just one vision. focus on the vision, you get there.
Okay, so focus on your vision and you get there. But don't forget, she also said if you start something and you think it's not for you, it's better you stop and start again, because it's never too late to start something new. All right, thank you, Esther Asian, for being on my show. Guys, don't forget, she says she has a YouTube channel page called Esther Home Cooking, or just Esther Asian. That's the channel. But when you go there, you see food, tantalizing food as well, very delicious. I've had some taste of the food myself. So, Esther, thank you so much for coming. I wish I have a gift for you, but
no
unfortunately,
problem.
maybe next time. Maybe when we grow bigger. What do you think?
No problem.
Okay. All right. So see you.
Thank you.